Hi, I wanted to stop in and say hello and give a point that really struck me last night. Last evening, I spoke at an event supported by the Seroptimists, a global organization of women who support women and children around the world in fulfilling their dreams, whether fulfilling their dreams in their business or in their personal lives. And as asked, I told the story briefly of my journey of coming from a child in the housing projects to becoming a woman who founded four organizations, who has four companies out there and have been really quite successful in doing many of the things that I attempted to do and succeeded with lots of hard work, lots of laughter, and a great deal of faith. I don't know how we do life without humor and faith. It gets us through the journey. But the point I wanted to make really was that what really struck me as I was looking at these women last night is that many of us make a decision early in life to be the leaders of our own lives, to claim our leadership, to recognize that my life is going to be what I choose to make it, if it's truly going to be mine. Many of the folks I meet, men or women, tend to have a life that was dictated or directed or defined by somebody else. Or they simply went along with what showed up. They simply went where life seemed to take them without any clear direction, any clear definition for who they wanted to be and where they wanted to go. When we choose to be the leader in our own life, when we choose to look at who do I want to be, why do I want to go there, and what is exactly that I want to do, and we become the leaders of that journey, we become the leaders of our own vision, life is dramatically different. You truly become an effective leader. You come because of the self-confidence that comes from that. You become in touch with your own power, your own authority, and your own ability to make things happen. Those individuals become the best leaders because you're not doing it out of a job expectation. It comes from inside, and you're doing what you're called to do. You're living it your way. And noticing that, notice as well that to truly be effective, to truly be a leader, you know what you need. You've got the emotional intelligence to know what you need. And one of the things we have to admit, and this is difficult for some, is that oftentimes what we need is others. We need others to support us, others to encourage us, others perhaps to help us take blinders off and see things from another perspective, to look at the things that we don't want to see as we're going along our journey. We can develop a pattern of not dealing with what is right in front of us. And that's an important thing to do. So having that ability, having that strength to be your own leader, to know where you want to go, but to be humble enough and smart enough to bring in folks who can help you, who can support you and encourage you and pick you up when we have the inevitable difficult times at any given moment in following our dreams. Know that once you do that, once you have that, you begin to recognize how important it is to want to help pick somebody else up, to pull somebody else up, to feed somebody else's dream and support them going there. But recognizing always that whether it's as the women as Seroptimists are doing, or for your own world in your own way, only give if you can when you are full. Give from your fullness. Don't give from your depletion, because you're not giving the richness of who you are. We want to know the difference of being filled, following our leadership, and then supporting others and claiming theirs. It's a wonderful gift. I mean, I love it. I love it so much. I've developed a mastermind to support women leaders, whether they're in personal transition or professional transition and going to the next level. I began this mastermind because it just delights me to watch others come into their own leadership, to claim it and go for it and make it happen. And all of us have something like that, something, whatever it is for you, that feeds you and makes you excited about supporting others. Find out what that is and then go for it. But always remembering, we're not in this alone. We need others to support us. We need others to make it happen. And when we claim our leadership for our life and where we want it to go, we become the most effective leaders in our companies, whether they're companies that we have owned and founded or companies we are working in that are a major corporation. When you own your leadership, your life, you'll become the best leader there is, no matter where else you're choosing to lead. Thanks so much. Have a great day.